What's up, volleyball fans, and welcome into the Tiger Nation pregame show presented by Alliance Insurance Agency. I'm Adam Petersohn, and I'm here to get you ready for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Knights of Kenyon-Wanamingo and our Stewartville Tigers. The Knights are undefeated, coming back in 2025 as the defending champions of the Gopher Conference. Stewartville is the defending 3A Section 1 champion, so we have quite the matchup here tonight. Kenyon-Wanamingo has not been as busy as the Tigers, just 2 matches this season, but 2 wins for the Knights. Clean 3-0 sweep of Albert Lee before a 5-set victory over WEM. They are led by senior middle hitter Audrey Haugen, 28 kills with a 51% kill percentage, 8 blocks, 3 aces. Junior Anna Ostertag hits from the outside. She has 17 kills, while right side hitter Addie Lindell has 16 kills. Emilie Quam, she may just be a freshman, but she doesn't play like it. 11 kills and 39 digs for her. Kendal Johnson is the top setter with 44 set assists, and Emilie Jarvis leads the back row with 48 digs. But now for our Stewartville Tigers, baby, coming in at 5-1 and ranked number 5 in the state. Let's see what they've done this season. Big win over Mayo Spartans in the home opener, 3-0. Clean sweep of Bethlehem Academy, and also lured before we dropped a 3-set match to Lakeville South, defending 4A state champion Lakeville South. Bounce back to sweep the Austin Packers, and then Thursday night, number 5 versus number 6, Stewartville versus Byron. It was electric. And you see here, Stewartville wins the 5-set, just amazing match. 25-21 was set number 1 to the Tigers, but then Byron took sets 2 and 3. Set number 3 was a marathon, 31-29. The Tigers would have to win sets 4 and 5. They do just that. It was awesome to watch, and if you weren't there, not only did you miss one of the best volleyball matches ever, you missed some amazing highlights, and so let me show him to you right now.
Best we can over here. The cords did not work, so we're going to run this manual. Sylvia Husenfeld with the kill ties it up for Stewartville 1-1. Oh, big swing there by Dearborn, and that one's going out. Big block. Steele pops it up, gets out of the way. Oh, big block by Klar. He gets it back row. That was Dearborn. Goes outside. Petersohn! Dearborn sets it up. They're coming outside. And big block there again. Here comes Radke. Goes middle to Brennan. Oh, what a save there by Langseth. Back to Olivia Richardson. Oh, what a save there by Middlestat. And a pass by Clara. Spencer throws it over and it works. Oh my goodness, what a sequence. Dube. Oh, good dig there by Richardson. Then Nelson brings it over. And Ellen Theobald! The crowd falls over. An earthquake just happened. Gonna send that one over. Klar gets it to Langseth. Langseth to middle. Oh my God! 3 Petersohn! A save there by Firstad. It's those shortstop hands. And Dube! Fire away! Dearborn to Radke. Radke to Firstad. What a pancake there by Clara. Oh, Ella has to lean all the way back to get that one. She might have hurt her back. Big block by Petersohn. Dearborn's going to swing, but Leah digs it. They go back set to Ella Theobald. Hammer time! Oh, what a great dig. Right at the net. Stewartville's going to win that one. Play at the next level in either sport. It's just a matter of what she wants to do. There's 3 Petersohn! Says Adam, talk a little bit about me too. The dream shake. I don't think it ever went over the net. We're going to keep playing though. Langseth out to Sylvia. Who's in foul? Oh, Nebraska explodes. Nelson to Sylvia. Langseth, middle. Dube finds a spot, just surgical. MD putting her right where we need it. Heel, just good job to keep it out of the net. Middlestat to Langseth, middle. Petersohn! Try to pop that out of the net. Great hands by Firstad. Langseth back to Klar. Quick hit. And that's going to get the job done. Kills and Ks, baby. Kills and Ks. The year, Steele's going to go outside to Nelson. Big block by Petersohn, but Byron saves it. Hebel to Langseth. Far side to Nagel. Nagel gets it through the block. Have the audio. Oh, Brennan, big swing, but Middlestat and Langseth saves it. Klar's going to block her. Nagel to Langseth. Where's she going? She's going middle. Petersohn pushes to the far side. Oh my gosh, what a perfect spot by Petersohn. Stewartville needs to stop this right here. Nagel to Langseth. Dube says, come with me. I'll put you on my back and give us another couple points. Leah up to Clara. Clara comes to Ella. It's in! It's in! Oh, what a save by Hebel! Look at the effort! Here comes Klar. Resets Nagel. Nice pass to Langseth. Langseth's just going to take that over himself. Great play there by the senior to Nelson. Back row attack by Nagel! And again, it's going to swing. Oh, good coverage there by Hebel. Spencer Nagel! You can't get called no matter. Oh, Drake Petersohn with the big hammer from the window to the wall. Dream just slammed that ball. Oh my gosh! We got an ace to end it, and we're going to set number 5. Nagel, good pass to Langseth. Langseth's going to go middle to Dube. Dube! Yes! Sylvia gets it to Clara. Clara goes outside to Ella. Ella! Oh, good left-handed push by Brennan. And here comes Nagel. Oh, ripped it! Ripped it! Oh my God! Here comes Hebel. Clara outside to Spencer. Rips it! Oh my God, what a save by Ella Nelson! Nagel, Theobald, Dube! The surgeon will see you now! And Stewartville leads by 8. 10-2. Byron has one timeout. At what point does he use it? He uses it right now. You gotta use it right now. You're bleeding over there. Leah to Clara. Clara outside to Spencer. Spencer, hammer time! Hammer time! Good pass. Dream Petersohn puts it in the right spot, the right time, and now we got match point for Stewartville. There. Dearborn, it's out! It's out, and Stewartville comes back to win! Just like the section championship last year. Tigers down 2 sets to 1. Comeback win set number 4 and 5. 15-5 in set number 5. Absolutely throttled it. At the end, I said it was a long day because it was the first day of school. It looks like Stewartville had some gas in the tank, baby. They emptied it out there. Love to see it. What a game. What a match. Hats off to Byron. Outstanding performance. I imagine you're going to see these two teams compete one more time in playoffs. But tonight, it goes to the Tigers, baby, of Stewartville. They win it in 5 sets in thrilling fashion.
There they were, and that was a huge win for our 5th one of the season, a 5-set thriller over the number 6 state-ranked Byron. Let's look ahead, though. Let's look ahead in terms of what stats were put on the board that night. Spencer Nagel, the sophomore, was sensational. 14 kills, 18 digs, 4 aces. She played out of her mind. Then we had Ella Theobald, 13 kills. Baker's dozen. Old Baker's dozen for Ella Theobald over there. 33% kill percentage, 1 block. You had the surgeon, Matilda Dube, 10 kills, 1 ace, 3 blocks for her. My girl, Dream Petersohn, 9 kills, 47% kill percentage, and then just stuffing everything at the net. Dream was. It was awesome. 4 blocks for her. Abbie Langseth, the senior, had 21 assists and 13 digs. Then Claire Theobald, the freshman, 24 assists, 1 ace, 11 digs. And you see her jumping there. I always call it CTE, Clara Theobald energy. Love to see that on the court. She just infuses it into the team. Reagan Middlestat, our libero, 21 digs, 2 aces. Sydney Klar, 3 blocks, 1 kill, 7 digs for the senior. Leah Hebel in that back row, 17 digs. Sylvia Husenfeld, freshman playing in big-time atmosphere, still stepped up, 7 kills and 2 blocks for her. How about Sammy Petersohn, huh? He's just calm, collected. He got this team, this freight train on the tracks, and continues to go. Even when we were down 2-1 to Byron, down 2-1 against one of the best teams in the entire state, he said, girls, we got this. Bringing all sorts of confidence, made the adjustments, got it done sets 4 and 5. So a great coaching staff we have here in Stewartville. But tonight, it's going to be the Kenyon-Wanamingo Knights taking on the Stewartville Tigers. I'm excited to be calling it. It's going to happen in, 5-7 minutes. So if you stay tuned, you're going to get to see the main event, the Knights versus the Tigers, right here in Tiger Nation. But that was our volleyball pregame show presented by Alliance Insurance Agency. And I'm Adam Petersohn, and I'll be on the call in just a few minutes. So stay tuned. Here's Sylvia. What a beautiful play! Theobald back out to the outside. Nagel. There's Leah, pops it up. This is exciting. Oh, Theobald says try to bring that one up, though. You keep fighting body, and then head. It reminds me of my catching days when it was dark. Dube, the surgeon. Swing away. That's going to go back set to Sydney Klar. Cross court. Klar with the kill. A lot of Ks.
Classic rivalry is renewed. These two teams do not like each other, and you got to love that.
I can feel it coming in the air now. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Monday Night Football, let's go!
Versus them, survival. We must win, it's tribal. My team like Ken, by any means necessary. One head-to-head with adversaries. Nothing is given, so we gotta take it. It's 4th and inches, so we gotta make it. Can you feel it?
What a catch! To the end zone, got it! Sideline, touchdown! Unbelievable!
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to Stewartville High School, the site of tonight's non-conference volleyball match. I'm Adam Petersohn, and I will be bringing you tonight's main event. We have no roundtable or a King Arthur here in Tiger Nation, but the Knights are in town, and Kenyon-Wanamingo carries an undefeated 2-0 record with them. They have some fantastic players led by senior middle hitter, 5'10", Audrey Haugen, 28 kills, 8 blocks, 3 aces for her. They also have Kendal Johnson, a 5'5" junior setter, 44 set assists this season, 5.5 assists per set, 23 digs. Speaking of digs, their libero Emilie Jarvis, a 5'3" senior, 48 digs, leads the team. They'll be taking on the Stewartville Tigers. Tigers coming in with a 5-1 record after a thrilling 5-set victory over Byron last Thursday night. It was electric, and we're back in the same gymnasium right now. They are led by 5 fantastic seniors. Ella Theobald, right side hitter, Dream Petersohn, and Matilda Dube, 2 middle hitters. We got Abbie, Langseth, the setter, and then really stepping up as of late, Sydney Klar, the senior right side hitter. Those 5 girls lead the team not only in a lot of statistical categories, but also the experience and the varsity, or just the leadership and just getting these younger girls. You're going to see some young girls rotating through. Spencer Nagel's out on the court right now. She's a sophomore. Sylvia Husenfeld is a freshman, and she will be starting. Those 2 girls will be starting with Abbie Langseth, Matilda Dube, Dream Petersohn, Sydney Klar, the 4 of the 5 seniors.
Thanks to our 2025 ace sponsor, Bullhorn Custom Apparel.
They're getting the lineups correct here, and then we will get going. It looks like I think Kenyon-Wanamingo was the one to win the toss, but I'm unsure. Let's get you the starters for Kenyon-Wanamingo. It's Molly Quam, number 2, the freshman. Kendal Johnson, number 4. Audrey Haugen, number 5. Sam Boyum, number 8. Emilie Jarvis, number 11. Addie Lindell, number 12. Anna Ostertag, number 13. Back to serve for Kenyon-Wanamingo out of the gate, Kendal Johnson. Kendal Johnson, 5 aces, 14% of her serves end with an ace. She has a 94% serve percentage, so we know it's going in. We know she's going to be good. And we'll see how the Tigers get this thing started off. Middle stat up to Langseth, goes middle to Dream. They keep it alive. Spencer Nagel to Langseth. She's going to go far side to Sylvia Husenfeld. And Sylvia with the Kilvia gets the point for Stewartville right out of the gate. I think she did that same thing against Byron on Thursday. Well, she does it tonight. Get it started. Keep it going. That's what we say in softball. At least that's one of the cheers they have. And hopefully Sylvia got it started. Now it's a matter of keeping it going. It's a push over. Sylvia way back. Langseth tries to do something for it. Spencer's just going to take it over. Johnson over to Jarvis. Ooh, big swing there by Lindell. But great save by Quam. Now they're setting it up. The Tigers are. Langseth middle to Dube. Fight at the net. Spencer, good dig there. Langseth goes back to Sydney Klar. She rips that one. Good dig by Quam, the freshman in the back row. Oh my gosh, how did Ostertag even get that over? Impressive. Ooh, Sydney changes it up a little bit. They're going to go middle now. Reagan pops it up. Langseth, the far side to Sylvia. And that goes long. Tied up at 1. What an extended point there. The Knights coming in after a 21-7 record last season. They are in the Gopher Conference. They were co-conference champs with Bethlehem Academy, a team that Stewartville played in their second game of the season and swept them 3-0. Sylvia just stays out of the net there and does just enough to get the point. In for the Tigers, the Theobald sisters, Clara the freshman, Ella Theobald the senior right side hitter. Theobald leads the team, Ella does, 45 kills, 2.4 kills per set, 38% kill percentage, which I believe is second to only Dream Petersohn. Well, good dig there. They're going to go back set to Lindell. She hammers it and it's in. Another point for the Knights. Back to serve, Audrey Haugen. This is their top player. Haugen, a 5'10 middle hitter, senior. 28 kills, 3.5 kills per set. More impressive, she's over the 50% mark for kill percentage. 51%. And that's going to be an ace. Haugen's 4th of the season. And Kenyon-Wanamingo gets the point. Is that Kenyon-Wanamingo student section there? It might be. Off the net. It is front row right by our... Hopefully that fires up our crowd. We'll see. 4-2, Kenyon-Wanamingo. Off of Nagel's arms. They're just going to bring it back, and Dube's going to dump that one over. Outside to Lindell. The lefty has a lot of power. Now they're coming outside. Oh, good pancake there by Clara. They pop it out. Sylvia's going to drive that to the corner. Haugen was able to get over there. She's going to do a back row attack now. Favorable bounce off the net, and the Knights lead 5-2. Big thanks to Scott Spencer on the clock, always getting the names input on the Daktronic scoreboard for us. Clara Theobald goes outside to Ella. Timing was a little bit off. That's going to come all the way out to Quam. Middle stat to Clara. Clara outside to Sylvia. Sylvia hits it long. And Kenyon-Wanamingo starting to roll. Get up early here in set number 1. 6-2 is the score. Clara over to Ella. Ella drills it far side, and that one's out. 7-2 as the Tigers find themselves in a hole. But if you remember the Byron game, they were down like 10-1 in set number 3 and came back to tie it up. So plenty of game left. Oh, a little dump there by Clara. Good job by Jacobson to be ready for that. Clara goes outside to Ella. Ella hammers it, but man, Johnson able to pop it up. Here comes Dube. Dube with a tip over right in the middle. Dube does a little change up. And Leah Hebel's going to come on for Sylvia Husenfeld. If you have any feedback on the audio and everything that's going on, I'm going to actually get this shotgun mic going. Maybe you'll get a little crowd noise in the background. Let me know if it's too much. And Dube wins that one at the net. Leah Hebel back to serve. I apologize that I don't have the full court. Quam on the receiving end of that. So out on the court right now for the Knights. Boyum, Johnson, Lindell, Quam. Here comes Johnson over to Lindell. Oh, big block! And that one's going to be a point for the Tigers as they've come back. It's now 7-6. I told you early in the game, 7-2, but now we're on a little run. Hebel. Johnson's going to try to bring that one up. Ooh, Quam puts some spin on it, and the freshman gets it into the corner. And the Knights, 8-6. Subbing in for Kenyon-Wanamingo, Madden Alexander, the 5'10 sophomore. Taking a seat will be Lindell and Kendal Johnson. Claire Olsen also out on the court. I don't know if she had subbed in with the libero switch. I'm not sure how that worked out. Appreciate the Lehrmans and Hats family for giving me that feedback. Too kind. That the audio is working good. Except they need to find the mute button on their microphone. Or on their TV. My microphone. Clara goes far side to Spencer, who had a heck of a night against Byron on Thursday. The sophomore carried. Quam's going to rear back, hit that one. Hebel up to Clara. Clara's going to go back set to Ella. And Ella drops a hammer. 7, up to 7, so we're chasing 2. And back to serve, Matilda Dube. Ooh, right in the middle. No coverage there as Claire Olsen was able to find the spot. (10-7) KW. Spencer might put that one over. She did. Ostertag, it's a dump. Ella absolutely hammers that one! Wow. Ella Theobald has a lot of power behind her swing. And you just saw it there. Ostertag puts it on the line. Anna Ostertag, the junior outside hitter, 17 kills coming into this. Remember that if their numbers don't seem too high, it's because they've only played 2 matches. The first match, they actually went a clean sweep 3-0 against Albert Lee. They go middle to Dream. Petersohn gets the kill. And Petersohn is able to finish that one. Golly, I am way off on my replay there. We'll get better. Actually, it took me about 7-8 points to even know that I didn't have it on. Ooh, good dig there by Middlestat. Here comes outside to Sylvia. Big block by Haugen. Did she come down weird on her ankle, though? She's a little slow getting up. You don't want to lose her. Top player for the Knights. Lindell checks back in. That hard-hitting right side hitter. Going back to serve, Kendal Johnson. She's their setter. Lindell, Ostertag, and Haugen in the front row. Middle stat gets to the Langseth. Middle to Dream. And Haugen rips that one. Back set to Sydney Klar. Quam digs it. Johnson over to Ostertag. Something happened there. We were in the net. 13-9. They're just waiting on Dream tying her shoe. Johnson didn't. She was in rhythm. Kendal Johnson. Good serve there. Middle stat. Pops it up to Langseth. Langseth just dumps it to the middle. Good save by Jarvis. Oh, nice little punch there by Spencer. They go to Sylvia. Goes the line. Setter's out. Now they're going to Lindell. Oh, get just enough friendly bounce off the net to save that one. Now they're going middle to Haugen. Oh, big block! It went on their side, though, I thought. Oh, it didn't. It looked like it went over on their side and came underneath. But the way Dream reacted, it must have been on our side. 14-9 Knights. Nagel over to Langseth. Pops it up middle. Klar's just going to set that one over. They're going back set. Lindell, hammer time for them. The lefty plays really well from that right side. And Coach Peterson's going to take a timeout. And I'm going to take a break too. We'll be back with set number 1 action here on Stewartville Activities on YouTube. Stewartville trailing Kenyon-Wanamingo 15-9. We're back. Coach Sammy Peterson tried to take that timeout for Stewartville, stop the momentum. Nagel gets it to Langseth, who has to bump it. Sylvia from the 10-foot line. Oh, big block! I believe that was Dream Petersohn. We're going to see it one more time. Her and Sylvia put up the big double block. Oh, out off the hands of Klar. Lindell is just firing away tonight. Eva Jacobson, the junior defensive specialist, back. And Langseth is just going to have to dump that one over, get Johnson's out. But here comes Quam. Boy, she swung hard. Great save there by Jacobson. They're putting that over, and Stewartville's able to set it up. Matilda Dube, big block by Haugen. And Klar tips it over. Takes a little off it as everybody's swinging away. 16-11, Kenyon-Wanamingo. Back to serve, Claire Theobald, as her and Ella check back in. Claire with the jump serve. That one's going to be long. And the Knights take a 17-11 lead. Sylvia to Clara. Clara outside to Ella. Ella! On point! She's been hitting from all 3 positions this season. outside, middle, and then especially from the right. You see it here. Couldn't have picked a better spot. Hebel on to serve. Ooh, that catches Jacobson. Quam's just going to try to put it over. Middle stat over to Ella. Now she's on the right side. She's moving all over the place. What a swing. Great dig. And now Quam fires away. Oh my gosh! What a job there by Ella to save that. Ella's going to put it over now. Back set to Lindell. No soup for you. She swung away, and I think it was Dube. It might have not even made it over the net. Pop it up. Johnson to Lindell. She's going to now change speeds. Oh, Spencer, great save there. Clara just puts it over. Live to fight another day. They're going middle to Haugen. Oh, big block by Dube. Quam, another block. They're getting all sorts of hit and swing in practice. Leah to Clara. Clara outside to Spencer Nagel. Spencer throws to that far corner and gets it. 17-14 now. The lead is shrinking. Hebel back to serve. Outstanding server for us. 6 aces on the year. Almost a 90% serve percentage. Also a great back row player for us. Almost 8 digs per match. Lindell, here she comes. Swinging away. That's long. They're going to ask for a touch. They don't get one. Now it's a 2-point lead. That gap is closing. Oh, a little floater over. Johnson coming middle to Haugen. And they're setting this up. Clara, where's she going? She's going outside Nagel. It's tight. Reagan's there to pick it up. Here comes Clara. Back set to Ella. She drives it through the net. Here comes Johnson over to Quam. Leah sets it up now. Clara outside to Spencer Nagel. Nagel drops one. Good job to get on top of that ball. Jacobson unable to handle it. Now 17-16 Knights as the Tigers are chasing them to 25. Quam's going to have to step back. She was on her approach. The set carried her, or the pass carried her back. Tried to do something with it, and it's timeout. All tied up at 17 now in set number 1. And we'll step away for a little break. We'll be right back. And the timeout works perfectly for Kenyon-Wanamingo as that one goes into the net. (18-17) Kenyon-Wanamingo after the big lead. I think they were up 17-12 at one point. Volleyball game of runs. We'll see. This is Madden Alexander, the sophomore. Oh. Not much you can do about that on Stewartville's side. Rolls over the net. Comes Alexander again. Clara goes back to Dube. Oh, Alexander, big save. Dube, good job to keep it alive. Ella just throws it over. They're going to reset. Now Alexander comes cross over to Quam, who drives it out. 19-18. So here's the point where both of our middle hitters are in the game. Dube serving. Dream in the front row. Libero Reagan Middlestat takes a brief rest. Back set to Ella Theobald. Drives it through 2 blockers. Good job there by Jarvis to pop it up. Dube to Klar Theobald. Middle. Dream. Outside to Spencer. That's super tight. And that one hits the antenna. And it's a point for the Knights. 20-18. As they're inching closer and closer to a set 1 victory. Clara, back set to Ella. Oh my gosh! Hammer time for Theobald. And her ability to cut that cross court. She got the back row player moving more towards the corner and then just drove it straight to that sideline. Stewartville trails by 1 with Langseth serving. Jarvis pops it up. Alexander back set. Langseth's out. Klar back set to Nagel. She's just going to dump that over. Alexander outside to Ostertag. And this might be favorable for Stewartville. They're coming back to Nagel. Alexander's out. Jarvis is going to come back row for Quam. Hebel up to Langseth. Over to Spencer Nagel. This might be something. This might be something! It's called a point, and it's a tie game, 20-20. Good job by Leah to get that started. And then Nagel taking a little off, getting on top of it, and driving it right into the middle of the court. That's where Stewartville's found some success in the first set. 20-20. Just over Langseth. Oh, Spencer just sends that one right back over. Big swing there by Olsen, but that one goes into the net. Now Stewartville, this might be one of their first leads since Husenfeld got us started. 21-20, Langseth serving. Langseth 5 aces, 96% serve percentage, very reliable. Oh, good dig there. Dream puts it over to Spencer. Spencer throws it to the middle. Alexander's able to pop it up. Jarvis goes over. Number 9, Claire Olsen drives it. Middlestat saves it. Klar up middle. Tough spot. It was so close to the net, and we're back to a tie game. 21-all. Emilie Jarvis, the libero, serves it over. Back to our libero. We're going backside to Spencer. Now they need to switch. Klar and Nagel do. And this is going to be free. Middlestat, close to the net. What a save. And Dream puts it in the corner. 2 great plays there. One by Langseth to keep that out of the net. And then you see Dream push it to that far corner. She did that so well against Byron, I think 2 straight times for kills. And now Stewartville takes the 1-point lead. As Nagel's going to send that one to the far corner. Alexander over to Ostertag. Big block! And great save by Alexander. Now Olsen just dumps it over. Middlestat tries to pop it over. Langseth, we're just going to have to get this one over the net. Is it enough? It is. And this is just like practice for them. And they don't do much with it, which is dangerous because here's Dream Petersohn! You make you pay! When you give Dream all day like that, she's going to hammer it right through those blockers, and Stewartville has a 23-21 lead. And Kenyon-Wanamingo is going to take the timeout. And we will step aside as well as you're watching set number 1 in non-conference action, Kenyon-Wanamingo, Stewartville. (23-21) coming out of the Kenyon-Wanamingo timeout. Spencer Nagel still serving. Quam is going to pop that up to Ostertag. Middlestat, pretty good pass off. And now we're going to have to come back. Dream's just going to dump that one over to the corner. Quam gets it started. Here's Alexander. And there's Haugen, their best hitter. Nagel saves that one. Langseth goes as Middlestat just takes it over. Olsen's going to swing. Nagel pops that one up. Langseth. Sylvia Husenfeld drives it down, but great save there by Quam. Now Ostertag tries to run it down the line. Back set to Klar. Spins it. Is that going to be enough? It is! Klar turned that one, had a spin like her curveball on the pitching mound. And now we are at set point after being down 5-6 points in the middle of this set. 24-21 set point. You see the Stewartville crowd on their feet. Nagel serves that one over. Olsen, Alexander tries to back set back to Olsen. And they're going to set this one up. Langseth goes back row attack. Nagel tries to throw that one over. Alexander's out. Jarvis is going to go back row attack to Quam. And now we're setting it up. Langseth, back set to Klar. Klar puts it away! Gills and Gaze and Klar. Let's go. To end that one, set number 1 goes by way of Stewartville. We're watching the replay here. Klar's going to finish it off, gets on top, can't handle it as Stewartville comes back from an early deficit and takes set number 1. We'll step aside. We'll be back in just a little bit. Back for set number 2. Starting out in the front row, Haugen, Lindell, and I believe Ostertag. Quam's going to get that to Johnson. Right to middle. Haugen gets it started. apologize. I cranked my microphone there. Jeez Louise. Back to serve. Eva Jacobson now checks in. Roster tag. Husenfeld. Matilda. That's enough. Dube drives it through the blockers. Kenyon-Wanamingo unable to get it back over as the Theobald sisters check in. In the front row, Ella Theobald, Matilda Dube, Sylvia Husenfeld. Back row is going to be Spencer Nagel, Reagan Middlestat, and Klar Theobald. I think some tape or something fell off one of the players. He was getting it off the court. The ref was. Jarvis pops it up. Johnson goes middle to Haugen. Not a bad option. You got a 5'10" middle hitter that brings almost 4 kills a set at a 436 hit percentage. So not a lot of errors coming from number 5. This team made a run in sections. Section 1 single A. They lost to Mabel Canton, Lonnie Morkin's team, in the section semifinals. But what a season for them last year, 21-7, 9-1 in conference. Like I said, co-conference champs with Bethlehem Academy. A solid program. Johnson out to Lindell. Taps that one over. Middlestat, great save. Klar comes back to Ella. She tips it over the net. Jarvis gets it over to Johnson. Johnson goes middle to Haugen. And she's just out. I think that was closer than you think. Sam Boyum also in the front row. Jacobson pops it up. The aforementioned Boyum tries to cut it over on the near side and just goes out as Stewartville leads 4-2. Comes out to Quam. She's swinging away. Hebel pops it up. Middlestat tries to go over to Spencer. Here comes Johnson to Lindell, the lefty. Takes it over and just the perfect amount of touch for Lindell, the 5'8" senior. Madden Alexander and Claire Olson come in for the Knights. 4-3 Stewartville, set number 2. Dube with the swing. Good pop up there by Alexander. Jarvis now goes outside. Claire is out. She's going far. What a pass by Hebel! Are you kidding? From the back row, and Spencer, the 2 sophomores connect for that one. But for Hebel to pass that from the back row like she did, get it all the way in the perfect spot, and Spencer to put a swing on that is impressive. And that's going to be an ace for Matilda. 6-3 Tigers. Set number 2 here in Stewartville. And Dube's going to rack up another one. 7-3 Tigers. They take a 4-point lead here in set number 2. A little bit of a juxtaposition from set number 1 where Kenyon-Wanamingo jumped out to the lead. We'll see if the Knights can battle back. Another incredible serve by Matilda. And it's going to be a timeout for Kenyon-Wanamingo as Dube was hot at the service line. And we'll step away. 8-3 in set number 2 in favor of Stewartville. Dube back at the service line after a nice 3-point run. She's going to send that one long. They cash in the timeout. In the back row for the Stewartville Tigers, Spencer Nagel, Leah Hebel, Reagan Middlestat. Front row, Ella Theobald, Claire Theobald, Dream Petersohn. Jump serve by Molly Quam. Claire Theobald goes back set to Ella. Are you kidding me? Hammer by Theobald. Perfect set by little sis here. Good pass though by Leah. You saw how low she had to get, and my goodness, did Ella Theobald absolutely blister that ball. Ostertag, Alexander back to her, and that one, boy, she used every inch of that corner as that one went in. 9-5 Stewartville, and Jarvis is back to serve. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Stewartville Volleyball on YouTube. And tomorrow night we'll have boys soccer. Friday, we're going outside to Klar. Friday night will be football at home against Casson-Manorville. And then Saturday, if all goes according to plan, doubleheader boys and girls soccer. So potentially 5 broadcasts in 6 days if we can make it. Middle, Dream Petersohn. She does such a good job from that set coming from behind her. Here comes Nagel. Nagel just rips it, powers it through. Nagel, a lot of power coming from the sophomore. Her improvement from last year to this year has been really fun to watch, especially in the back row. She's done really well. Haugen, there's a dig by Middlestat. Over to Sylvia, off the blocker. Quam saves it. Jarvis over to Alexander. There's Middlestat. Haugen able to send that one back over quick. Catches the Tigers on their heels, and it's now 10-7 Stewartville. Lindell and Johnson checking in as Alexander and Olsen take a seat on the bench. Serving will be Johnson, the setter. Audrey Johnson, Kendal Johnson, 44 assists this year. Middlestat to Langseth. Langseth's going to go far side to Sylvia. Rears back and lets it go! As Nebraska's granddaughter finishes that point. You see her reach back and just give it everything she's got down the line. 11-7 now Stewartville. Middlestat, the lefty, leads the team in ace serves. And she gets one right there! She gets one right there on cue. It's like she's listening to the broadcast. I wish we could mic one of these girls up. If you could mic up one girl on the court, I'm trying to think of who it would be. I'm sure Sydney Klar talks a little bit out on the court. I'm sure Klar talks a little bit. We'll have to do a little survey. We'll have to see who would be the funniest to be mic'd up during a match. Not that Coach Petersohn would allow it. Not that he'd allow it. But it'd be fun to discuss, I'll tell you. We need probably a couple second delay so we don't get shut down. Nagel pops it up to Langseth, stays out of the net. Klar gives him a little garbage burger. They're going far side. That's tight. Good job by Sylvia to stay out of the net. And that's going to be a point for Stewartville. She was coming full speed, Sylvia was, and her ability to stay out of the net, thank goodness. Theobald sisters check in. Klar and Langseth are going to be taking a seat. I think Ella might be good too. I don't know. She's pretty stoic on the court, but Brooklyn tells me she's a funny girl. I got to ride with the Theobalds after this point, I'll tell you. Clara Johnson. Johnson comes back out to Quam. Swings away, goes off the blocker and out of bounds as Kenyon-Wanamingo gets that point. But we were at JO Volleyball, and Ella had come to watch Clara, who was on our team, and we got to ride to a grill, we'll say, go get some burgers. Ella, awfully funny. Actually underrated her sense of humor. She had some good one-liners in the back seat there with Amy. Bernie and I were giggling in the front seat. So Maybe miking her up. I don't know. She probably doesn't say much on the court. You got to get her off the court. You got to get her talking. Great girl, Ella Theobald. 2 sports that she is fantastic in. Volleyball and track and field. Went and won the state title in discus. And what a save by Middlestat. And Hebel's going to take that all the way over. Avoids the speaker by about 3 inches. But holy cats, did Sam Boyum just rear back and fire away. But Ella Theobald could go to college for volleyball. Could go to college for track and field. And to be honest with you, back when she was freshman in basketball, leading us to the state tournament, helping us at the state tournament, she could have been a college basketball player. Pretty good athlete there, that Ella Theobald. And that's going to be an ace for Matt and Alexander. Kenyon-Wanamingo getting themselves back into this set number 2, 14-11. Spencer gets it over to Clara. Clara's going to go far side, back to Spencer. Spencer got underneath that. I could tell as soon as she hit that one, it didn't look right. But in volleyball, you got to shake it off. You got to get back to that next point. I think that's been super beneficial to some of our softball players because you got to shake those things off, get back in the game. Spencer diving. Clara's just trying to save that one. It goes into the net. And it's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Alexander still serving, just a sophomore. Some really solid young players for Kenyon-Wanamingo. Hebel to Clara. Clara back set to Ella. Goes through the blocker. You got to put up a brick wall. The hands won't work against Ella Theobald. She hits too hard. She hits too hard. Get back to live action. Glad you didn't miss anything. I got to figure out how to switch it to the camera right away. We're still learning here. Ella drives that one from 18 feet away. Big swing by Quam. Good dig there by Hebel. Clara goes outside to Spencer. She takes some off it. Quam is able to dig it up. And Jarvis is just going to dump that one over. Here we're set up. Here comes Dube. Big sis. Throws a little changeup. Wow, what a save there. And now she cuts it. Quam does past the antenna. They're going middle to Petersohn. And just a little too on top of it. But give Kenyon-Wanamingo credit on that last point. For Quam to be able to cut that ball where she hit it inside the antenna and keep it in on our side for that third hit. Amazing. Just a freshman. I talked about a young team, a lot of talent. Molly Quam, you got Madden Alexander's only a sophomore. Couple juniors. Here's back set to Ella. She takes it all the way over. Clara's going middle to Dream. Dream tips it over here. Jarvis saves it. Quam goes outside to Olsen. Middlestat. Clara to Spencer Nagel. And we're going to go a back row attack to Quam now. Ooh, good job by Clara just to pop that thing up in the air. Oh, good eye there by Clara Theobald. As she called that out right away. 16-14 Stewartville. Theobald sisters will have a seat. Per usual, Langseth and Klar, the 2 seniors, setter and right side, coming in. Klar, an all-state. And with the ace is Langseth. Klar, a second-team all-state pitcher, softball pitcher. Well over 400 strikeouts for her career. Also set a school record for batting average. I believe 485 was what she ended up with, hitting well over 500 for the season until playoffs. Dipped a little bit, but still a school record. I think she had 6 home runs, 31 RBIs, a 0.74 ERA in her junior season. This is her final year in the maroon and gold, but before she gets to the softball diamond, one more season of volleyball. She threw up some big blocks against Byron. Starting to really find her rhythm. Abbie Langseth, the setter, the other senior I was talking about, came in, awful lot of varsity experience. Out of everybody on this team, I think between her and Ella Theobald have the most varsity experience, but Langseth has really stepped into that leadership role, which is great to see. Langseth pops it over, another tough serve to handle. Langseth's out, so Middlestat's going to have to take that second hit. Nagel pushes that one over. Alexander outside. Middle stat to Langseth. Langseth goes outside to Spencer Nagel. Good dig by Jarvis. Alexander over to Ostertag. Big block! I think it was Dream. Hebel. Langseth, middle. Dream Petersohn! My girl, getting it done! You see Petersohn work around the two blockers. Actually, hits one of their hands and still lands well inside the line. Langseth still serving. Jarvis gets it up to Alexander. Alexander going middle. We're setting it up here. Back set to Sydney. And it's coming close to the net. Good save by Alexander. And they called a lift on that one. 19-14 Stewartville starting to pull away a little bit. Here comes Langseth. Alexander trying to do whatever she can. Takes the second and third hit herself. Unfortunately, that's not allowed. 2014 Tigers. And that's going to be a timeout. Kenyon-Wanamingo. The Tigers take a 6-point lead in set number 2 as they are inching closer to a 2-set lead. We're going to step away for a second. We'll be back with second set action. Langseth still serving for the Tigers. 2014 Stewartville. Jarvis to the middle. Alexander pops it back. Ostertag just dumps it over. Good spot. Good vision there by Ostertag. Gets the kill. I believe that's her second of the night. Haugen back into the game. Dangerous middle hitter for the Knights. Langseth tries to do something with it. Nagel's just going to have to put that one over. Jarvis trying to set this one up. Alexander goes back set. Good dig there by Hebel. Langseth goes middle to Dream. Haugen gets a block on it. Now Ostertag's going to swing away. Big block by the middle. And that middle is Dream Petersohn. Her and Dube do such a good job blocking from that middle position. Both seniors, both huge impacts. Big reason why we went to state last year as the underdog. And that one goes long. Nagel sends it flying. 21-16 Stewartville. Lindell and Johnson back into the game for Kenyon-Wanamingo. Alexander and Olsen will take a seat. So now you have Johnson, Quam, Jarvis in the back row, I believe. Lindell, Haugen, and Ostertag in the front row for the Knights. If you're a Knights fan, tuning in. Hopefully we haven't lost you yet. That one goes just a bit long. 22-16 Stewartville. Dream takes a seat after the big block. Dube comes in, and Reagan will go to the back row for her serving opportunity. Reagan adds another ace. Heyman, leading the team in aces, has done nothing to give that up. 23-16, 7-point lead for Stewartville. Now she does a little floater, takes a little off it, and they're going to take that over. Middle stat goes to Langseth. Langseth just pops it up. Klar from about 20 feet away. Jarvis gets it started. Here comes Lindell, the lefty, off the blocker. Matilda got a hand on it, or two. It just was coming with so much power that it bounced out of bounds. And now Eva Jacobson will come in to serve. 5'4" junior. Back row player. Langseth was trying to save that one. Just carried her into the net. 23-18. Stewartville just 2 points away. Sylvia, nice pass to Langseth, goes middle to Dube. And a big block, I think it was Haugen. So Husenfeld, Nagel, and Middlestat in the back row. They're going at Husenfeld. She pops it back, Langseth does. Husenfeld makes him pay. She gets the perfect pass. Langseth gives it back to her, and she drives it down the line. 24-19, set point for Stewartville as the Theobald sisters come in. Clara back to serve. The incomparable Ella Theobald in the front row. Everybody gets a little nervous from the visiting team when Ella Theobald comes into the game. They call a touch. That was a big swing. Quam, 5'8" freshman. And she brings every bit of power inside that frame. They're going middle to Dube. Dube changes it up. Lindell pops it over. Matilda tries to win it at the net. Sylvia just takes it all the way over now. They're coming out to Lindell. Sylvia is going to have to take it right over. And Kenyon-Wanamingo on a little run here. 24-22. 24-21. Sorry. 24-21. 3-point deficit as Haugen's back to serve. And that one's going to be long to end set number 2. Stewartville wins that one 25-21. We're going to step away for this break. Want to thank our sponsors. Anybody that's donated to this broadcast, we wouldn't be able to do it without you. I do want to recognize all of them. And we'll get it on the screen right here for you. Thank you so much for your generosity. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. We'll be right back for set number 3. Back for set number 3. Johnson is going to be back to serve for Kenyon-Wanamingo. Nice job by Middlestat. Langseth goes middle to Dream. Dream just carries that outside. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, for the feedback. Give the Lechners a shout out. Hannah and Zach probably watching dual screens, Vikes and Tigers. Lechner, that's a name you're going to want to watch. Reese Lechner, outstanding 8th grade volleyball player in our program. It's only a matter of time before you see the All-American here in the maroon and gold and white, depending on what jersey they wear, I guess. Really, really good athlete. And I hear she gets it from mom. Quam. Back row attack. Langseth is going to go middle to Dube. Dube pops it over in the middle. Good save by Jarvis. Dube is able to redirect that one. Tigers take an early 2-1 lead. Are you kidding? I forgot to put the camera back up. Sorry, team. I am an idiot. There we go. That looks better. Now you knew what it felt like to be a radio announcer, I guess. A radio announcer where you got no picture, and I was just talking. (3-1) Stewartville. Now that you can see what's going on. Jarvis over to Johnson. Johnson's going middle to Haugen. She rears back and denied. Denied at the net. I think it was Dube. Dube and denied sounds good. So I'm going to go with that. Dube led the team last year in blocks. She has 14 already this year, 2.3 blocks per match. She does a little bit of everything for us, Dube does. 32 kills, 11 aces, 14 blocks. What can't Matilda do? And she does it all with tape on the hands. The old surgeon going to work. Here's Lindell from the left side now, and that one's out. (5-1). Stewartville jumps out to a big lead here in set number 3. I don't like to talk when they serve because then I feel like you could blame me. Johnson going back on I think it's called a slide for Haugen. And precision over power sometimes works a little better. We've heard that. As Haugen gets the serve back, that's her 3rd kill of the night. At least that's what the board says. All stats here are unofficial. I definitely do not keep them. You got way too much going on with the computer, the audio, the camera. I'm trying to remember names on the other side. So stats, no idea. You'll have to check Max Preps. That's where you can get the Stewartville ones. Is Sydney Klar. The hammer. The old heater. The Terminator. Here you see nice back set by Langseth. Puts Klar in perfect position. And Klar just rips that one through. And now Clara Theobald is in to serve as the sisters re-enter the arena, being the volleyball court. Haugen, tough to stop. One of the top players in the Gopher Conference. She is in her final season for the Kenyon-Wanamingo Knights. Speaking of Kenyon-Wanamingo, I don't know if they're listening. I don't know if anybody that knows them that's listening, but want to give a big thank you to Kirby Vandewalker from Kenyon-Wanamingo. Was instrumental in being a resource in what supplies, what programs we needed. They had an outstanding live stream going in Kenyon-Wanamingo. And so I reached out to them and asked for any help. And boy, Kirby could not have delivered better for me in terms of the equipment, how to work some things, even settings to get the best usage out of our camera. So if he's out there listening, or somebody that knows him that's out there listening, I want you to pass along that appreciation. We wouldn't have the equipment for 2 things. 1, the donors, obviously, the generosity of Tiger Nation, but 2, Kirby's, all the work that he put in. He was happy to hand it over. And that's going to be a point for Stewartville. But Kirby was happy to hand it over. What they use, how it works, how it all functions together. He sent a phone number, always available if I needed anything. So I do want to say a big thanks to Kenyon-Wanamingo's activities. Obviously, Kirby, as well as Jake Weemy, their athletic director, for all the assistants getting this put together over the last 8 months. Lindell's going to rip it. She's been impressive tonight. Lindell, Haugen, Quam. I think they got some ultra-talented hitters here on the Knights team. And Johnson and Alexander setting it all up. Sam Boyum, we've seen her put a few down. The aforementioned Alexander now checks in. The sophomore will be serving. She does a little bit different jump serve. Kind of goes up to the line and then jumps straight up. Oh, good save there by Middlestead off the block. Ella's going to just have to drive that one over, and she does everything well. She doesn't even jump on that one, still gets the kill. Ella Theobald gives the Tigers a 9-5 lead here in the third set. Dube puts it back row. Alexander goes middle. Boyum sends it long. Boyum, a junior, 5'10" middle hitter. Her and Haugen have kind of been switching off, on and off. I think they were discussing whether or not there was a touch. Dube goes back row. Jacobson was the one that started it. Goes off a little bit funny off of Alexander's fingers. She even shakes him a little bit. Sometimes you jam them up. You see that in basketball all the time. And somehow you got to shake it off and go to the next play because she handles the volleyball almost every single time it comes over. You see it here. She's going back, set to Quam. Dube over to Spencer Nagel, who's going to put a swing on it. Quam pops it up. She's going to get it right back. Now we're set up. Now we're set up. It's back set to Ella Theobald. Ella Theobald. There's the kill for the senior. The third of four Theobald's coming through. And that's going to cause Kenyon-Wanamingo to take a timeout. 12-5 Stewartville. And we'll take a break. Dube on to serve. They're going middle to Boyum. It gets sent back. They're going to reset. Dube over to Clara. Clara goes back set. Dream pops it up. Clara goes outside now to Nagel. Switching it up. Mixing it up. First back set, then outside. Next was probably going to be Dream. 13-5 Tigers. Ooh, a little floater by Dube. Oh, nice dig, Hebel. Claire goes outside to Spencer. Quam, nice pop-up. Alexander goes back to Quam. Oh, off the hand of Dube. That's going to be a point for the Knights as they break that little bit of a run for Stewartville. 13-6 as they're chasing 7, trying to keep this match going into a fourth set. Kenyon-Wanamingo will need to rattle off 3 sets in a row. Clara goes middle. Dream still swings on it. Makes something of nothing. Lemon out of lemonade. That's Dream Petersohn for you. It almost looked like she thought twice on whether she should swing at it or not. Says, not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. She rips that through the blocker, and Stewartville takes an 8-point lead. Jarvis, Alexander. Boyum tries to, front hand goes right in the net. She knew it. Kind of sold herself out. 15-6. Alexander, outside to Ostertag. Oh, great save by Hebel! We've seen that a number of times by Leah. Blocked by Dream. Jarvis comes back row attack by Quam. Quam does such a good job from hitting everywhere on the court. We've seen right side, we've seen left side, we've seen back row. Very few misses from the freshman Quam. "39 digs Quam has from that back row on the season before coming into this match. Almost 20 digs a match. Middle stat, the Langseth middle. Oh my goodness! Petersohn absolutely powers that one through and gets the point. How's that for alliteration? Petersohn power, baby. Put that leash on that Bichon. That's a dog reference. Put that wows on that schnauzer. Try to find some other dog names that rhyme. Might take me a while. "16-8. Middle. Dream takes a little off that. She's got all sorts of gears. She's got first gear, she's got third gear, and then she's got the pedal all the way to the floor. She can use it all. 17-8. As Stewartville's trying to pull away here in set number 3. Ostertag pops it up. Klar to Langseth. We'll see where she goes. She goes middle to Dube. And Matilda. Very masterful in that spot. And Kenyon-Wanamingo is going to take their final timeout of the third set. Trailing 10. We'll be right back. Middle stat, our leading server, back behind the line. The lefty's going to pop it over. 18-8 Stewartville. Haugen drills it, but great save there by Spencer. Sylvia's going to run that down the line, gets the job done. The freshman, number 15. Speaking of Husenfeld, got to give a shout out to younger sister Genevieve. Has, from what I've seen, run 2 JV cross-country races, top 5 both times in her first year competing in the sport. However, she's a ridiculous soccer player, so it might be her only year doing it. Middle stat, Langseth back to Klar. Good save there by Johnson. Middle stat, Langseth outside to Sylvia. Back to Lindell. Oh, denied! Dube. Boy, nobody blocks better than Matilda Dube. Well, I don't know Lincoln Dube on the offensive line, but even that, I think Matilda Dube might have an argument on who's the best blocker. Haugen, see, she gets another hand on it. Uh-oh, Langseth middle. Little tip over. Here comes Langseth. Sylvia drives it through the blocker and it finds the floor. 21-8. Stewartville as they are starting to roll here in set number 3. Johnson. Quam's going to hit back row. She is impressive, I tell you, Quam. 2 fabulous freshmen out here. Quam and Husenfeld. You'll see them for the next 3 years. That's exciting. Langseth. Back to Klar. Puts it in the net. And the Knights are going to get that point as Eva Jacobson checks in. Jacobson, 4 aces, 1 out of every 10 serves. He results in an ace, 88% serve percentage, so a lot of these are coming in. Sylvia pops it over to Langseth, pops it up to Klar. Klar says, maybe I didn't get the last one, but I'll take this one. As she gets the Tigers a point. 22-9, Stewartville. Ella and Claire Theobald back into the game. So Theobald, Dube, and Husenfeld in the front row for the Tigers. Nagel, Clara, and Mittelstadt in the back row. Oh, Haugen was measuring that one up. You saw her just itching as the set was about to be put in the air. Audrey Haugen. 51% kill percentage, 436 hit percentage. We've seen a lot of good middle hitters in the last week or 2. We saw Ella Brennan. Speaking of good middle hitters, kill till, as my friend Lincoln Dube would say. I got to give him credit for that one. I don't know why I didn't think of it first. (23-10) Stewartville. Hebel back to serve, trying to get one of those aces. The Hebel hammer, we call him when she gets the ace. Most of the time we say they're sponsored by Hebel Septic, but I believe the ace sponsor now is Full Court Custom Apparel, if I'm not mistaken. Quam, beautiful pass. Johnson comes back to Quam. I think Dube got a hand on it. Mittelstadt goes back set to Spencer Nagel. Jacobson able to save that. Jacobson back to her. And perfect spot for number 10, the junior. Known more for her defensive prowess in the back row. Gets a kill there. 23-11. Keeps the Knights breathing. Might be on life support, but still breathing. Alexander back to serve. Went over the line. 24-11, match point for Stewartville. Dream Petersohn comes in. Mittelstadt takes a seat because Dube is serving. And we'll see if Kenyon-Wanamingo can just put this one over. Quam does, and that one's going to sail wide, and Stewartville, get out your brooms. It's another sweep for the Tigers, 3-0, as they win set number 3, 25-11. Stewartville struggled a little bit in that first set, came back to win it, and then it was coasting through set number 2 and 3 as the Tigers move to 6-1 on the season. They'll play at Zembroda-Mazeppa tomorrow night. Kenyon-Wanamingo, I believe, I'm trying to think, I believe they play Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I had it written down. I don't. I do know that we are in Zembroda-Mazeppa, though, tomorrow night. And then I believe they have a tournament. Our girls have a tournament this coming weekend. But appreciate you guys tuning in to this Stewartville volleyball match. Stewartville takes it 3-0. I'm Adam Peterson. Thanks to everybody that's supported the broadcast, tuned in to watch, supported these young ladies out on the court, as well as all our athletes. I'll be back on YouTube, Stewartville Activities on YouTube tomorrow night to call the boys soccer game. This might be the first boys soccer game I've ever called. They have got an incredible start to the season. I think they started their season out 5-0, playing really well. Cole Kropp, Brecken Rester, Charlie Berger's been playing fantastic, Cody Clark. I mean, the list goes on and on. So tune in tomorrow night. I think it starts at 7. I got to check the schedule. We will be on to call that game for our Stewartville boys soccer team. Thanks for tuning in to Stewartville Activities here on YouTube. I'm Adam Peterson signing off one more time for a busy week here in Tiger Nation. Dan, if you're out there listening, I hope I made you proud.